Welcome to a new episode where we dive into anime from a different angle, an analytical one. Today's topic is a title that may seem controversial at first glance, but it offers a unique blend of fantasy and emotion that deserves to be discussed. We're taking a closer look at Kemonokko Tsuushin, the animation, Episode 1. Rather than focusing on the explicit elements, this review will explore the story, themes, visual style, and deeper symbolic messages within the episode. The story takes place in a fantasy world where a young man, living in isolation, receives a mysterious notification. It invites him to experience a unique communication session with a creature known as a beast girl, a humanoid with animal-like features such as ears and a tail. What unfolds is less about action and more about connection. The anime presents a question: can genuine emotional bonds be formed between two entirely different beings? As the protagonist meets one of these creatures, the story unfolds in a quiet, personal way, like witnessing a social experiment between instinct and emotion. Their interaction starts off awkward, silent, uncertain, and hesitant. However, as time passes, the two begin to establish a rhythm. The girl's reactions are subtle: body language, facial expressions, and a gentle tone, not driven by words but by instinctive behavior. The anime excels in building emotional tension without over-dramatizing anything. It feels like the director wants to show that understanding can come without speech, that emotional language is universal, even across species. There's a quiet evolution in their dynamic that resembles intimacy and trust-building, more than anything explicit. Despite being categorized as hentai, there's an unexpected layer of depth here. The beast girl can be interpreted as a metaphor for raw, unfiltered emotion, acting by instinct, not logic. The protagonist, on the other hand, represents rationality, hesitation, social norms, and inner conflict. Together, they create a contrast that explores the idea: what happens when our logical minds are confronted with pure emotional presence? Can we accept, adapt, or will we resist? There's almost a philosophical undercurrent to it: trust, consent, communication, without words. Visually, the anime is calm and intimate. The pacing is slow on purpose. No abrupt scene changes or dramatic angles. Instead, the animation focuses on facial details, close-ups of hands, glances, tail movements. The background art is simple but intentional. Rooms feel lived in. Objects have weight. Everything from the lighting to the colors is designed to give the viewer a sense of warmth and closeness. The lighting, in particular, is soft and inviting. Shadows are subtle. It's not meant to excite, but to comfort. The soundscape is almost silent, which is powerful. Rather than filling the space with music, the episode uses ambient sounds: breathing, footsteps, small gestures. It makes everything feel more real and grounded. The voice acting deserves a highlight. The main female character doesn't speak much, but the emotion carried through tone and timing is impressive. You can feel what she's trying to express without needing words. The episode ends on a soft note. There's no grand climax, just quiet understanding. It leaves you with a strange feeling of peace and intimacy. And that's what makes it interesting. You might come expecting something provocative, but instead, you get a thoughtful, almost experimental story about empathy, difference, and nonverbal connection. It's not about fantasy or lust alone. It's about bridging the gap between self and other. If you've made it this far, thank you. Even in genres often dismissed or stigmatized, there's sometimes genuine narrative depth and artistic effort worth exploring. If you'd like more reviews like this, where we examine unconventional anime through a thoughtful lens, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. See you in the next video.